Hey, folks, what's
Yep.
going on?
Uh, Afternoon or evening.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm half asleep. So this is episode 4. Today I'm just gonna let Greg talk mostly because I did mostly last time. So Greg, go kick
Well,
us off.
I'm just, I just vent a lot when I'm thinking in my mind, but I hate it when people just come up to you and just say, or online say, "Oh, can you lend me money when I don't even know you?" I mean, people nowadays are like that. You meet somebody, oh, you want to hook up? Oh, it's gonna cost you so much money. I don't believe in that shit.
Uh-huh.
There is no way you should be able to pay for if you like somebody.
Well, that's the way the world is now, man. You got to understand. Unfortunately, the online world, that's what it is. Um, all I know is that's why I don't stay online that often. So people, you got to watch out there because there's scam artists all over the place.
Right. People say that, oh, you can do whatever, I'll show you this, show you that. It's all scams. You don't know who they are. It could be people from prisons. It could be people from another country that say, oh, look at you. Oh, if you do this for me, oh, I'll surprise you. I'll come and see you and do everything. Don't believe any of it.
It's all a scam that's trying to get money because our money means more overseas than it does here.
Means our money means more anywhere than here.
That's unfortunate too.
I mean, hate to say this, but the government doesn't give a shit about anything that we do.
But other than that, I mean, we're trying to be positive as much as we can and not politic. But
Sometimes politics gets in it.
sometimes, but lately, like I had a bad mental health day this past weekend. But I start work tomorrow, my first day. So we're trying to get this one out today before I start work because I'm not sure what my schedule is this
I've
week.
actually been trying to work out some. I've been trying to lose weight and get on a healthy eating diet,
Uh-huh.
healthy eating, just trying to make sure that I can stay the way I am.
Well, everybody's got to stay healthy. I'm just
And he's just fiddling with his phone.
I put it on my phone because every time I talk, it beeps.
My phone, I don't even know what's it on. So
So I'm just trying to turn off the beeping noise. Um, that's when you get like that. Sometimes you do. Yeah, venting is a great thing, but also writing it down is a better way. That's what I do.
I'm not good with that though.
I don't know. Sometimes it's just easier, you know.
True, true, true.
Um, just like sad movies some people watch that drives me nuts. I mean, I can't watch a sad movie when I'm in a mindset of I'm not there, you know. Like The Last Unicorn. I love the movie, but it is sad and I cannot watch it when I'm upset.
My mom, she's been like a, she's been watching stuff on Facebook, and I get irritated because it's all she does is listening to that. And some of the stuff you can believe, some of it you can't believe. You don't want to believe half the stuff, but you end up listening to it and just like, yeah, it's all bullshit. But
Yeah.
it's what people are listening to now. I mean, you got crime and everywhere. Crime, you got securities, you got people getting beat up and all this other stuff. It happens everywhere. You don't know why it happens, but it happens.
Folks, we need to get back to loving each other and watching out for each other. And like we both were getting blown up recently by some people about that new Jason Aldean song. Try that in a small town. To me, it's not racist at all.
No, no. And if you watch all the reactions to it, they even say it's not racism. And people hate to say that word because they'll get demonetized. Well, that's what it is.
It's not. It's a great song. It's speaking of small town living. in a small town like our small towns that we live in, some people watch each other's backs because everybody knows who everybody is.
Right.
Farm communities are big on that.
You go walking down the street and they'll say hi to you. And you're like, okay. When I first moved here from Chicago, when I see people out there, they say hi. I'm like, I don't know you. Why are you saying hi to me? That's what happens in a small town.
Mm-hmm. And we don't condone violence at all. I am 100% against violence. I'd rather sit down and talk about it than get to that point.
If you hate me, we'll sit down and see why you hate me and all this other stuff. There is no reason why anybody should hate anybody.
No, I agree. I totally agree with that. We all bleed the same color, folks. It's just the truth. We all just are not using our own brains. And with me and Greg, we both do the research and find out the truth. And that is something some people are not willing to do. Don't listen to celebrities. They're being paid to say that stuff. Don't listen to these influencers that are talking about political stuff. They're paid to do that. Don't. Use your own mind and imagination to figure out a solution.
Look it up yourself. Find what they're all talking about. If it's true, it's true. If it's not, it's not. You have to be your own judge.
Mm-hmm. You need to look at different aspects. History repeats itself, folks. Unfortunately, history is repeating itself right now.
Just like, I hate to say this, but clothes. Clothes are repeating itself.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking clothes. You see people in long hair now, it's like... and then
long hair was out in the 80s. Come on here.
And now they're bringing it back.
Yeah.
It's been coming back. And sooner or later, it's going to be out with the shaves and all. Everybody's going to shave their heads and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Look, right now, the clothing that's out right now, it's from the 70s.
It's hippies. Yeah, bell bottoms
are back. Come on, folks. Before long, we know 8-track tapes might come back. You never know.
Hell no. Who wants to put that big old thing in their freaking car?
You never know.
And if you buy a car that has one, it's all power to you. But have a good look. They're probably worth money, but have fun trying to sell it.
You never know when will come back. For God's sakes, long hair and jean jackets are coming back.
I don't even know. I wonder if I still have my black jean jacket.
I don't know. I lost mine a long time ago. For God's sakes, it's just like history repeats itself like all the time. What goes out of style within the next 5 years or 10 years comes back into style.
Yeah, look, and everyone says that. Well, nothing changes. Bull. Everything changes. And you want to know why everything changes? Because no one has any right things in their head. No one can think of anything new.
Mm-hmm.
That's why movies are getting revamped.
Remade.
Well, that's what revamp means, but
remastered.
Yeah. I mean, don't mind the remastered stuff.
No, it's usually they're just redoing the original.
But, people think that it's all, we don't know what to watch, or somebody's seen this and let's redo it. No, you have to look at what people are watching today.
There's tons of books out there that you can take, and I'm sure the author would love to see it come to fruition. Hell, we came up with an idea of like Devil May Cry, the video game that we play a lot again. should be a TV series or a movie.
I mean, I've thought of I've been trying to write a book that it's in my head. I just have to put it down, and it's a pain in the ass to put down. But everything that people think, this won't do, you never know. Put your mind to it. Put it out there. Maybe somebody will make a movie. You never know. Don't know unless you try and you put it out there.
I mean, if you have a dream of writing something, do it. It's not that hard. Hell, if it even don't get published or whatever, at least you got it out on paper.
That There's a lot of poets out there. There's actually a lot of comedians out there that do stuff just about their families and stuff, but they live for what's going on around their life.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, anybody could crack jokes. I mean, I do it every once in a while, get him really going, but
well, that's when we watch Fluffy or we want to watch Jeff Dunham.
Not even Fluffy, when we're just driving.
Well, that's true. Well, Jeff Dunham does get us laughing hard, especially my favorite.
Sometimes.
My favorite's Walter. Walter and Peanut.
I mean, sometimes. I mean, I crack jokes all the time, but it's just no one.
Our lives are jokes sometimes.
Right.
And yes, I'm eating a cookie right now, folks.
And he's always. Never mind. I'm not going to say he's always eating, but there's reasons why people look at things and be like, "Oh, we can remake this." No, you don't see them remaking Jaws.
Oh God, no, that would suck.
Or I hate to say it, Blazing Saddles.
They'll never remake that. They'll never even bring that to theater again.
Right.
Because of everybody's too easy to be offended.
Yeah, that's offended folks, people. Come on, we all live in the same world.
Yeah, but but we sometimes have to check our emotions. But
which is hard to do.
It's just hard to do. But people, you gotta watch out for scams. Watch out for people that's all they care about is money. I don't care what app you're looking at: Bumble, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever.
They're always out for something.
Yeah. Once in a great while, you'll get people that don't care about money. They just want to be your friend and hang out and just talk. Then that's cool. That's the kind of person you want. But not 90% of people out there are just out for money.
True. I mean, if you like someone and just say you really like them, and they always talk to you and all that stuff, but when you go do something with them, they're like, "Oh, I'm always busy." That is never true. That just means they just don't want to be around you.
It's called ghosting, folks.
Not just that, just called people are just too stuck up nowadays.
That's true.
Well, I would not date him because, maybe he could be different or handicapped. What, are you afraid to be out with a handicapped person because you're too right-minded? You're too, how can I put this? Think that somebody's going to look at you weird because you're dating somebody that's handicapped or something like that?
People, looks fade. True love remains. But unfortunately, a lot of people are not out for love. They're out for themselves, and that's upsetting.
Yep.
But this podcast, we want to be as positive as we can. But we believe in love. 100% true love. It's out there. But you gotta take your time and build a foundation first. Don't just rush. People rush. And you know what happens when they rush? What happened?
Shit happens.
They crush. They crumble. They fall apart. When it gets hard, it falls apart.
That's why we always say, if you like somebody, you're really good friends with them, just say, hey, let's just try doing this once. If it doesn't happen, we go back to being friends.
Yeah. You build a foundation. Get to know their likes, dislikes. See what kind of trauma they've been through. Okay. That helps you not set any triggers off. Test them. I've seen a lot on different videos. These girls pretend to be almighty.
Friends like that too. He excuses himself.
Excuse me. But it's just like you have to test them, make sure they're not a gold digger. They're there for you. They want to love you for you, and you want to love them for them. Their true self. But a lot of people are afraid to show their true selves because they've been hurt so much. They built a wall, an impenetrable wall. I've got one.
I had an ex who we were dating all through high school. She ended up cheating on me and having a kid with the guy she cheated on me with. And, that really pissed me off. But then when she had her daughter and all stuff, she wants me to be around to protect her and her daughter or be family. No. I want my own family. My own kids, my own family. I don't mind if you have kids. I don't mind hanging out with them and all that stuff. But I want my own. I want to be married to somebody that's beautiful, that likes me for who I am, doesn't care how much I make or anything like that. Okay, I don't drive. Driving sometimes is a privilege. Sometimes you don't want to drive anymore. But you have to drive anywhere to go anywhere because you could go out that door right now and just walk and get hit.
Anymore, it's like that. But the best of things I can tell you, folks, is build a foundation. Once you build that foundation strong, anything that happens later can't crumble that foundation. It's rock solid. It's cement solid. Only people can break that are each other. But instead of fighting or getting to the point where you're both amped up, take a breather, then sit down, figure out what is going on. And if you can't see it, neither one of you can, bring someone that's non-biased, like a friend, a therapist, even a parent. Parents can be non-biased, trust me. My mom,
the moms could be non-biased, the dads end up just hating people.
Yeah. So bring someone in if you cannot see what it is.
Whoever is alive and
it's non-biased. That's the key right there.
Non-biased, straight shooting. I mean, people
they'll listen to both your sides and then take out what actually the problem is. And then you guys, once you know the problem is,
you can sit down and talk
about it and fix it. As the old saying goes.
It goes the same way with friends.
Yeah. As the old saying goes, we cannot fix what we don't know what's broken. It doesn't matter if it's life, relationships, yourself, friendships, relationships. If something's broken, it can be fixed. You just got to know what's broken and what can they do together, not separately. That's where they get you.
That's where they get a lot of things.
If they blame you for everything, then it's already past. It's at crumble stage. You can't fix it.
When they start doing things on their own instead of you guys doing stuff as a couple, that's when you know it's done. Everything's done.
Yeah, it's time to move on.
And
but guys like us, we unfortunately hold grudges, which we have to work on.
Well, I don't really. Well, it depends.
Depends
on the person.
Yeah. We have to work on. But also, relationships are not 100% that person's fault. You have to take some blame too. You could have done something to fix it. They could too. So as my mom used to tell me, it's a two-way street.
Me, myself, I always think of what did I do wrong? When I know it has to not to be me. Because it could be me, but
you don't know.
Honestly, don't know.
That's the thing.
Everything could go well, and then all of a sudden, 1 minute, it'll be gone.
Yeah. But you also got to understand, too, man. It's not always... You're not the only one in the world getting suckered.
Yeah, I know.
There's thousands of other nerdy guys like us.
I wouldn't even say nerd. You got to get the best looking guy. He's probably going to still get his ass whooped by some girl because of the way he wants to be treated and the way she wants to be treated. And you don't see eye to eye.
Yeah. It's because of the feminist movement.
Well, that movement sucks.
Yeah, well, I understand the movement. They want equal rights. Well, so do we. A lot of people say, oh, no. Men are still the only ones that have to register for the draft until they're 35 years of age.
Unless you really want to register, then it's like, what the hell?
They reject every woman's application.
No, I'm not talking.
Which, that's not fair to us. We can get drafted to go to war.
I can't.
You can't. You're lucky. But I can.
See, people, I can't. That's what I'm talking about.
I can.
The handicapped people, like me, like everyone out there who is handicapped, they look at us different than they do like a regular person. Somebody who works out constantly, who has 2 good arms, 2 good legs, a good heart, and all that stuff. Yes, I was born with a heart defect. I couldn't help that.
A lot of things people can't help, you know. Even that healthy guy could have problems.
But I try to do, he'll let you know, I try to do everything that I can do up to a certain point.
Yeah. Well, we all got our limits, man. You got to stay by them.
I am one of the strongest guys that I know, and he knows that I am.
Yeah. But all in all, folks, we just got to start loving each other more and building each other up.
Love thy neighbor.
Instead of tearing each other apart. And these Karens out there, oh my God. Just stand your ground with them and tell them, hey.
You believe what you believe, I'll believe
what I want
to
believe. And 90% of the chance, they're wrong.
And they always back down.
Mm-hmm. That's when you threaten the police. You know?
Even though they say police can't do anything, which is bull, they can still do something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
doesn't matter. Any way it goes, folks, we're got to start loving each other and helping each other out again. The homelessness in this country is ridiculous. 90% of them are veterans. Except for the ones that actually do beg. Those are panhandlers.
Not just that. There was a guy that, around my brother's house, I'm just saying, he went out and he kept on going out there getting money from people. They caught him because they found out where his car was. He had a nice looking car. He was just doing this on the side. He had a good job, everything. He just did this just to make more money. And he made over $1 million doing it.
That's called panhandling, folks.
That's called ripping off the government.
No, it's called ripping off innocent people.
That too.
But real homeless don't beg at all. Most of them are veterans. We need to curb that problem. We also need to curb the problem of
immigrants.
I'm not against immigrants. I'm not against any of them.
Right.
It's just, please come the right way. Our government, our state here is getting overrun.
Just because all the other states are
passing the laws.
No, they're busting them in because of what our governor is.
Yeah.
He's allowing all this stuff. Our governor, the mayor of Chicago, he is
an idiot.
Well, not just that, but he's allowing all this stuff to happen. That's why you see people moving out of the states. Because no one can handle this stuff anymore. Because they all think that they're in the rights and they don't have to work and they don't have to do anything for it, which is totally bullshit.
It puts on the backs of us working folk. And a lot of us working folk are just tired of it. And that's the thing, you know. And that's when people's temperature flies all the time, you know, is when they're tired, exhausted, already bitter about what's going on.
You wake up, if you're in a bad mood, you're going to have that bad mood all day. Come home and you take it out on somebody. That's not the thing to do. If you go to bed mad, you wake up mad. I try, and I know he tries. We try to see everything in a calm nature. If I'm mad at somebody, just out of the blue, I'm mad at somebody. I will talk it off, take it off, talk it out with them, or say, I'm sorry. Can we talk a little about it more tomorrow? And usually they forget about the whole thing. Usually you forget about the whole thing. You wake up refreshed, like it's a whole new day. And if you have that bitterness still stuck inside you,
curb it.
Go to the gym. Go to the gym, go to a boxing ring. Take it out on not humans, not other people like that. Take it out in the gym. If you have a boxing, if you have a speed bag, take it out on the speed. If you have a punching bag, take it out on that. Do not go home mad and take it out on your spouse.
Yeah, I mean, just find outlets that's going to help be healthy. And with that, I mean, that's one thing about this. Finding things that are healthy for you can help you heal. It can take out aggression, help you lose weight if you're wanting to lose weight.
Take a walk. That's what I've been doing.
You know, clean house. If you got a house to clean it. That'll help. That'll take out a lot of aggression. Read a good book.
Listen to music.
Listen to music. Play a video game. Watch a movie. That's all stuff that's can be proactive. Don't be deconstructive. Be constructive. And I've learned that over the years. Trust me. Because I used to be bad with deconstruction. Horrible. And then it took me going through a lot of trauma and shit that I caused myself to realize I need to be more constructive. You know, and now that I'm older,
it's starting to catch up with you.
It's starting to catch up with my body. My body's really hurting from it because of all the stupid shit I did. But
we all do stupid shit though, but
now though I realize what I did back then was stupid. I could have put my energy into a lot more constructive, and I probably would have been in better shape. But that was my own fault. I was a young kid.
You thought you could do anything that you wanted. You thought you were indestructible.
Yeah. And unfortunately,
we have friends out there that think the same way. That I could do whatever I want. Nothing can hurt me.
Uh-huh.
But you know what?
They're finding out the hard way.
Everything hurts a certain way.
I mean, there's times where I can barely walk. There's times I walk and I'm hurting so bad that I can't walk the next few days. Or my back is hurting for no reason. You know? It's because what I did in my youth is now catching up with me in my adulthood.
Plus, it could be the way like you sit and all that stuff. You don't sit properly sometimes.
Half the time I can't sit properly because
right.
The way my back is. Which I got to find a nice chiropractor once I get working.
Yeah.
Readjust my spine again.
A lot of it is they tend, when they get upset with somebody, is eat.
No, I didn't eat. My fault. My deconstruction was I was becoming violent. I was drinking. I was being an idiot. When I realized when I was getting to that point where I wanted to do violence, I needed help.
And all you thought about was violence.
Yeah.
No matter what you say, and if you blow up somebody, when you just come walking in and they just say good morning or something like that, you're like, what the heck do you want? You do stuff like that, or
I've had that in almost every job I've ever worked. Trust me. I mean, I could be off for 2 or 3 days, and I walk in the door, and
they got tons of work for you.
It's like I'm looking all over. It's like, did anybody do anything while I was gone? No, the guy that was supposed to do all this quit. walked out and quit. I'm like, why? Because him and I got into it. I'm like, okay. You're the same level as he is. Why do you think you're his boss?
That's one thing. If somebody thinks that they're above you on other things, on other platforms, and they ask you to help, oh, I thought you knew all this. Oh, I thought you didn't need any help because you knew it all. Now you need my help. Gee, guess you didn't learn anything.
So, all in all, folks, just be careful who you trust. Be careful online. Definitely online.
Oh, yeah. Definitely online.
If you're going to meet somebody off these dating sites, for example, meet in a common place. Somewhere
Public place.
Public place. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. A public place.
Common public place, like a restaurant where tons of people go, or as a backup, have a couple of your friends just hide out in the place you're going. You know, if they get a bad feeling, they can text you, hey, I don't like this person. He's giving us a bad feeling, you know, or she's giving us a bad feeling, you know? And then, and if you're in a bar, a lot of people don't know this. And this is something I'm going to share on this because it's very important. When you're in a bar setting, and either, I don't care if it's a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter.
If you drink too much,
don't drive, number one.
Oh, yeah, don't drive. Don't act like you're better than everybody.
Yeah. But that's not what I was going to explain.
I know, but that's one of those.
If you have a person that's being aggressive towards you and you're not uncomfortable, you can go up to the bartender and say, I would like an angel shot. A lot of bartenders know what that means. But it's best not to go to the bartender because technically they were not supposed to leave the bar area unless there's another bartender around.
Right.
If there's a bouncer or security guard available, go up to them, say, hey, like you're saying, I need an angel shot. They're going to ask, who is it? Point them out to me. And then we, as security guards, will tell you, we will go do our job.
Right.
That person will not be tolerated. That person will be kicked out of the business. I've done it multiple times. Greg's done it a couple of times.
He'll be kicked out. He'll be kicked out and won't be allowed back.
And he'll be kicked out and banned because aggressive behavior is not allowed technically. Now, if you're in a bar that allows that, get out of that bar. Go to somewhere else.
Yeah. If you meet at some place like that and you look at the place and it's like all beat down, run down, and all that stuff, I wouldn't trust going in there.
But just make sure you have a backup plan at all times. Keep your phone on you at all times. That way, your purse.
Here's one thing. I see this a lot. If the date's not going well, they'll have before that have one of your friends call me at a certain time, and I'll let you know what's going on. I'll give you a code word.
Mm-hmm. But all in all, just make sure your safety is priority. Because you don't know who you're meeting online, technically. It goes for the same thing for cyberbullying. It happens more than people are recognizing, unfortunately.
Right.
But we'll get into that on the next episode about bullying.
Bullying.
Oh, there's all types of bullying.
Yeah, there's all types of bullying.
We'll get into that. Plus, we'll get into
movies again.
Movies.
Like you were saying.
We're probably going to get into more on bullying and probably be 2-part episode because one's going to be both our stories and then how do we overcome it. I'll tell you right now, I don't care if the person thinks they're hot shots or they're tough. They're not really that tough. You take away their power, they fall apart.
If you bully somebody online and they call you out on it and you don't hear from them, you know they're just trying to do stuff online.
Yeah, but we'll get into that when we get into the bullying segment of our podcast. Another thing is, we'll also get into when we do that podcast, part of the podcast, ways to overcome it, and organizations that we know that riot against it, that are 100% against it. So we'll give you that information on the next episode, because there is organizations out there that are trying their best, from trying to help veterans to stop the bullying, to make this stuff known. But unfortunately, those organizations are running low on funds because it's gotten so bad. So we as people need to help. So when we return in Buddha Brothers, I think one show that we're going to do is going to be anti-bullying. We're thinking about bringing back our Buddha Palooza, actually.
Yeah.
Probably next year, or if not next year, the year after.
It all depends on money.
Depends on finances and band and what bands want to play it and what location we're going to.
And please, people, subscribe. We would love to hear from you.
But I've got 4 bands already wanting to be coming on. So
okay,
they're locals. They're great friends of ours. A lot of them call me, if you hear it some of them call me Jack. Some call me Little Brother. That's the way they always perceived me because of Bobby.
I'm just Greg.
He's just Greg. I get all the nicknames. I don't know how that happened, but I get Jack all the time from my friends, a couple of my friends, and a lot of the bands like Jack.
No, just one friend.
2.
I only heard one do it.
Oh well, I'm her Jack anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend Irish Rose. I'm her Jack. Anybody go? She thinks I'm an angel. I'm more of a devil than I am an angel. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm more the guy that I'm like, what'd you used to call me?
Pain in my ass?
No, not pain in my ass. I'm everyone's pain in the ass.
Just ask your parents.
Oh yeah, that too. But no. Come on, think of it. My brain's going, people.
He wants to be like the enforcer, but
I am.
But he is. But sometimes we have to protect him. Because the bigger the guy is, the harder they fall. But they still fall.
Anybody falls.
But yeah, once we get going on the Buddha Brothers thing again, it's going to be a different venue than we were working with. We're going to be working on that in more time. We've made the decision that we're going to go forward with it, but there's other members that we got to talk to yet and sit down and figure out if we want to do 1 day, 2 day, or we just want to do how many bands exactly we want to do and everything. There's a lot of process that goes into this.
But if we decide to do it, we won't do stuff. We'll make it a week, but not right away. If you want to hear the bands for a whole week of music.
It's not going to be a week, dude. We can't afford that.
We can't afford that, but 1 or 2, yes. But
I mean, like a day, probably. We got a lot of work on that end. Till we can move on from there, and then we're gonna try to get back into it as much as we can. It just depends on what venue we're working with, and the money flow, of course. And then,
but we will never stress this enough. If you want to come up, if you want to meet us, we'll be there. We'll meet anybody. We'll talk to people.
Speaking of that. We still have to decide what concerts we're going to go to when I get my schedule, because we already missed Mudvayne, but that was okay.
Yeah.
But I know we're definitely going in that 10 years one, right? At the Forge, or we're going to go down the other one.
I'd rather go to the Forge. At least we know everyone at the Forge.
Okay, we'll probably go to the Forge on that one. But I actually want to check out that Castle Theater.
Yeah,
it's a good theater. We're hurting on theaters and venues here in Illinois.
Yeah, we're hurting a lot on venues and everything else.
Apollo's still closed because they're still doing renovations. Hopefully.
Well, at least it's going to reopen.
They're not 100% sure.
Oh.
Because they still got to settle a couple of lawsuits, too.
But, people, we would like... I know a lot of people, a lot of you guys out there miss the Pearl Room.
Oh yeah, I would love to bring that back. If we can
Oh,
afford
everyone
it.
would love to bring that back.
We'll see.
The venue was big enough. The venue could hold a lot.
It was a great venue. You know what I mean?
It just got stupid with the underage drinking. I'll just put it out there.
No, it wasn't that.
It was sort of that.
No, it wasn't. That was false. That's a false rumor.
Okay.
What reason it got shut down is because the owner got bought out by the hairdressing studio that was next to it.
Which was stupid. Because
And
he was
the
making,
city of Mokina wanted it gone.
yeah, because it wasn't right for them.
Yeah. So, trust me, folks, there's a lot of rumors going around with certain venues, but don't believe them. There's some nice venues out there. Yeah, if you got a venue that, hey,
If you need help with,
if you got a show you want to get put on, but you don't know how to do it, reach out. We'll help you. We've done it plenty of times now.
if you just need help with security,
We'll help you there too. That's what we do too. But all in all, I mean, you just gotta take it easy and just think. It's a lot of thought process putting on a show, planning a security event, all that. That's a lot of thought process. Trust me. When we did Budapalooza last year, it was 2 days at Top Fuel Saloon in Braidwood. It took us hours and hours of sitting down, writing.
it took us what? Let's see, we made
2 weeks, 3 weeks to settle everything, got everything settled.
Well, let's hear. We decided to do it when the founder died.
It took us a good 2 months to get everything on the path because we still had the memorial to take care of. And the Forge did a memorial show for him. One of my friends, Justin, did. And then we were planning our 2 big event, which we had to isolate a lot of bands, and a lot of bands dropped off, or a lot of bands, like one band lost one of its members, so we had to drop them off. And then we gained 2 bands the day, the first day
of the gig,
the first day, and
first day of
for the second day, which was nice. And one of them just got interviewed on Savage Ladies of Metal yesterday. Arena Z, amazing band. If you've not checked them out, please do. They are amazing.
and only a 3-person group. Yeah,
is there?
Yeah, only
that's
3
right.
people.
But they're amazing. Check them out.
Even check out Savage Ladies of Metal.
Yes, Fran from there is our good friend. She's amazing. She's doing what she can with the music world in Chicago,
and she'll tell us about you'll hear a lot about us.
No, yeah, she mentioned me on the yesterday's show.
She mentions us a lot.
Well, we're family. That's what it is, and
we're family to her, and we're
also another group around here is awesome to check out and help if they do shows is Georgia Metal Alliance. They are a very good group. They do a lot of promotions. They usually turn around. Sometimes they'll get a canned food drive together with bands to help with the needy and homeless. Sometimes, but yeah, I mean, we know of quite a few bands, and we're working on getting artists to help us move forward and draw on, see what we can do. But people got to understand.
But like I said,
it takes a lot of processing. It's a lot of research.
If you have a band out there, don't be shy. Let us know.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
We'll check out whatever you want us to check out. If it's good rap, if it's like good rap, we might. We will. It's music, but
it don't matter.
Music is music.
Yeah, but another thing is, just if you don't think you can do it in the world, send it to guys like us who can tell you, hey, if you tweak this or that, you've got a great shot. If not, we can send you to bands that we're friends with that are freaking awesome, and that can show you what can help you get better. Main thing with anything is practice. Practice makes perfect. Trust me, on anything. Even with us booking and doing security, it took us getting into a rhythm and really understanding each other's movements and body language, and to know, hey, that person might be in trouble and needs help. You can look at the body language. Or if you got a radio, listen to the radio. But
sometimes you can't hear the radio, so
that's what
you
it's
stay with your eyes.
best. And if you see a bartender or a security guard that are drinking on the job, don't go to them, unfortunately.
Or not just it. If you see somebody having trouble and you can't, and the music's too loud, the people that you're doing with, they'll let you know, oh, what's going on. You go over there and you tell somebody. They will come over and help.
Yeah. Our job.
If you need help, if like security needs help, other people will help.
Yeah.
Because they see the same thing.
But usually when we do our security efforts, we have enough people to cover everywhere in the building.
But they still might need help, though.
Well, yeah. We back each other up. That's what we're supposed to do. But we're also trained to defuse a situation, not infuse it. We have to be more level-headed than a lot of people.
I mean, when we go to like these places that have their own security and all that stuff, we still do our thing. We still watch out and we still look around.
Well, we protect ourselves, you know. That's how
and we watch out for security. We do our security stuff like they do theirs.
Yeah, but we have a team that we usually use that we assembled, but we're going to be rebuilding everything within Buddha Brothers Corporation. Buddha Brothers Booking, from our security team to our booking team to our own venue in the future, either here in Illinois or we're going to be moving on to somewhere else. We're not guaranteeing if we're staying here or we're moving on. It all depends on, the future of the state, the future of where we're living, I'll tell you right now, if my taxes keep going up anymore, I'm out of here, because that's just taking more money out of our pockets,
But no matter what, people, friends, we're friends. You're all friends now. You're all family now. You watch us, you're family. Be safe.
And watch each other's back. It's the best thing we can tell you right now, because this world's going to eat you alive if you don't. And that's a bad thing.
And truly, if you need help with anything,
or just
it's just somebody to talk to,
or just a message away.
Yeah.
I mean, all our friends know that. All our family know that. They can call me or text us, and we'll get back to them. But give us time, though, because we do have personal lives. We do have lives, you know what I mean?
Just like today is my niece's birthday.
And I'm going to be taking him soon home because I got to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
And he sleeps like a rock sometimes.
Yeah. To be at my new job orientation by 9:30, which is in Joliet. So, but most thing we can tell you folks is love each other. Help thy neighbor, help thyself. And if you see a homeless person that's not begging, that is not a panhandler, help them out. Just bring them some food. A lot of them, that's all they want is food. Food is something to drink. A lot of them are veterans. There is organizations out there that will help, and just all they need is a phone call and let them know where this person is. They can go find them and help them. But be careful with those veterans because they do suffer from PTSD, the worst kind of PTSD. If it's not treated, trust me, it's not a thing you want to go through. I've beaten it because I'm on medication. My doctor saw it when I lost my brother. That traumatic experience, he knew I needed to be on some kind of medication.
Was that your cat?
No,
I just heard him. I just heard him.
Yeah, that's my ticker. So we're all a bunch of jerks. And he said you need to be on some medication to help you.
But no matter what, if somebody's having trouble, reach out, help out. They will appreciate you.
Listen.
And everything doesn't have to be done with money.
Go to a park. It's a lot cheap.
Friendship goes way faster than money.
Oh yeah.
You can learn. You could have friends longer than you have money.
True.
With me, I don't use plastic. I can't use plastic. I don't. I mean,
I do.
I like
Only when
paper.
I need to.
I like the original cash.
I do too. It just matter, you know. But it don't matter.
But if somebody says, "Oh, you need a credit card to get in here," don't go.
Because a lot of people don't carry credit cards, to tell the truth. A lot of people can't get credit cards because of their credit. But we're not financial advisors. I'll tell you right now, I'm not. I struggle with money sometimes. Wasn't for my sister helping me out, I wouldn't be in the situation I've been in, you know?
And yes, I still live at home. I still live with my parents. That's because of the way I am. I can't help it. I want to, believe me, I want to live on my own. And if I could, I would. But I have no other way of getting around.
Well, things will change in the future. People, the best thing we can leave you with tonight is this. Live in the present, but work towards the future.
If you always live in the past, nothing's gonna get done.
But the past, you must learn from it. Learn from your mistakes. And then your future will be brighter. Trust me on that one.
No matter what people say about you, you know it's not true. They could be nicest person around and say, "Oh, but if you do something wrong, they're gonna haunt you with it for life." Let it go. You do not need people in your life that are always trying to bring you down to their level. You don't want to live everything at their level. You need to let that shit go.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And just live your life the way you want to live it. And we all get judged in the end. Trust me. The universe is going to have a file for every one of us that's going into the afterlife. Or Valhalla, or wherever you believe in. The universe is going to have a folder with everything you've done right and everything you've done wrong.
And no matter what you do, people try to live like, "Oh, you go to church every Sunday. Oh, we need to go to church. We know we need church." Church ain't nothing. Who knows what they're doing in that church when you guys aren't around?
You know, I've read the Bible inside and out a couple times. I did not see once did he mention a building to pray in. You can pray in your own home. You can pray in nature, which is what he did a lot. And Jesus did a lot.
And watching TV, church on TV. Come on.
You can literally and watch the interpretation of the Bible. The original Bible was rewritten so many times.
Just like the Constitution. It's been rewritten how many times?
It hasn't been rewritten.
Yeah, it is. To suit their...
Well, they're trying to do that, and it's not working. People are losing out. Especially those people that want to be reporters. I'm sorry. It's freedom of speech, not freedom of press.
And reality shows need to go away.
People, you need to start being outside more. Stop being inside.
Wintertime is fun, too, when you get out.
Yeah, you can go bowling.
Go bowling.
Play pool.
Play pool. Play in the snow.
Play in the snow. We were kids and loved it. But all in all, folks, like we were saying, it's time that we love each other again and move forward. And
if someone's out there that really likes you, and if you're willing to give them the time, and they'll show you a side of them that you've never seen before, that you don't believe they have, believe me, they're out there. We're out there. People like us are out there who will make you dinner, will make you. If something goes wrong, you say, "Oh, I don't have enough money for this or this." You come on over. I'll cook you dinner. We'll cook dinner. We'll do anything, just to be around friends.
Yeah. And if you're in a relationship and you don't know how to cook, I could teach you.
Oh, believe me, it took him a long time to learn.
Yeah, but I know how to cook good.
He knows how to cook. I know how to cook.
I know how to grill and cook. So,
well, same here.
So if you need some tips, I can help you. If not, I can ask people who know how to cook better than I do. Namely, my sister. But
other people. But
it's not a hard skill to learn.
Even your own family will help you teach you how to cook.
Yeah, I'm sure if you have a parent, my mom will teach you how to cook anything. That's where I learned a lot of my stuff. It's from my mom.
Your grandmother, if you have a grandmother.
Well, I didn't learn a lot from grandma.
Well, I learned a lot.
She was too busy switching Bobby's butt with with a branch.
Well, you learned from my grandmother.
Oh, I did, yeah. But they were too busy beating on Bobby. So
I got a story for you. Before we moved out to where we moved out to. My dad came home from work. My grandmother asked him, "You want me to make you a grilled cheese sandwich?" My dad's like, "Yeah, you can. You can make me a grilled cheese sandwich." My grandmother cooked me a grilled cheese sandwich. There was so much grease that the paper plate you could see through. You could see the TV perfectly, just like I can here. And I love my grandmother to death. Even my grandmother taught me stuff that I didn't know.
And that's the thing, though, with anything. Cooking, building, repairing, whatever.
Listening. Believe me, you can learn a lot from your grandparents, your parents, anything.
Anybody. Just open your ears and open your mind to learn the knowledge.
Especially new things.
Oh, yeah. There's new techniques coming out all the time. But, just even if you don't know how to cook right away, take some time. Look at recipes. Look at YouTube. Get books. Read some books. Ask people that knows how to cook. Ask them to help you learn. Me, baking's my weakness because I can't bake worth of shit.
Oh, you mean those cookies?
Oh, yeah. That was Bobby's fault. I'm still going to say it, too.
Bullshit. It was both your fault.
Well, that's true.
You guys didn't know what sugar and salt were, or sugar and
flour. They look the same.
One is crystallized, the other one isn't.
It was not even that kind of sugar, dude. It was the really healthy kind of sugar for those who don't.
It's still crystallized.
No, it ain't. It was powdered sugar.
Everything I know.
It was powdered sugar, dude. Powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar is powdered sugar.
Yeah, it's not crystallized. So
powdered sugar.
Easy to make a mistake on, folks.
It doesn't look like flour, but taste it.
Whatever. Tammy should never trusted that. That was all Tammy's fault.
Hey, your sister's your sister.
Yeah.
She said, "No, let's make this," and you guys said, "Okay."
Well, she forgets that.
The weird thing about it is, Bobby knew what he was doing.
Yeah, why not? But we're about out of time here, folks.
Right.
Because I got to get him going, get him home, and I got to get to bed.
And he has to get going tomorrow, and who knows when that really does stuff. But I know once he gets up, he's gonna be like, I'm
gonna be a zombie for a little bit because I got to get in the shower, make some breakfast, and
it's
then
just not the shower. It's just you got
get on the road.
Get up.
Get up. Well, I got a cat for that. He'll wake me up.
Oh yeah, the cat's worth for shit.
Oh yeah, he likes to scratch.
Oh yeah. You never did that to me.
Well, that's you, but me, he likes to do it all the time. Especially around 5 o'clock in the morning when he's hungry. Oh shit!
Hey, when he starts scratching you down there, there's something wrong.
You scratching me in the back, dude.
Well, yeah.
Because I always lay on my stomach or my side.
Had a cat scratch. I had a cat my parents were allergic to. We wanted to try. My mom wanted to try. My dad was allergic. My mom and my brother are allergic. And now I have a niece that's allergic, so we can never get a cat. Unless it's hyperallergenic one.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can make picture of that for you.
Those are like $2,000.
Yeah. I can give you Tigger.
No, thank you. But other than that, guys,
We got to go. Have a good night.
stay safe.
And just live life. Have fun.
Later.